This is Digivation Network. Experience the revolution.
The assistance of the Honorable Minister of Science and Technology has really given us a boost to accomplish quite a number of things. When he came in, when this administration came in, we briefed the Honorable Minister on what we do, and he set targets for us. The first target he said was, yes, we generate some little revenue. We have to ensure that we at least increase our revenue by 10%. I'm telling you, by this time, the revenue generation has increased between 20 to 25% every year. We have achieved that. The second issue which I feel we have achieved for the last 15 years, NOTAP has been trying so hard to get the project of its headquarters building takes up. It didn't till this year. And it was the Honorable Minister of Science and Technology who assisted and got the approval of the Federal Executive Council to get the project started. And if you look at the way the staff are sitting, you will see directors sharing an office. It's not a conducive environment to deliver services. So I'm confident that hopefully before the end of the year, the structure will be ready. Maybe the following year, the foundation may hold, and we may move to a much more comfortable environment where we'll deliver services better. We came up with quite a number of programs and projects, and those two important ones are NOTAP Industry Technology Transfer Fellowship and upgrading of laboratory. What we are trying to do is to bring the academia and the industry together so that now they begin to partner and undertake research which could translate into product and services. We have what we call NOTAP Industry Technology Transfer Fellowship. It's a fellowship voluntarily contributed by the private sector to sponsor very intelligent, talented Nigerian who has finished his master's and is going for PhD. These are the critical area of human development. Once you get those ones in numbers, then the potential of the country to catapult into economic prosperity is very high. That is the critical mass of manpower we wanted to develop. We feel, yes, the private sector is part of their corporate social responsibility, should also contribute in development of the human capacity. We started the project in 2015 when this administration came in. We have a very weak culture of intellectual property in the country. Weak. What do I mean by that? If somebody comes out with an innovation in either the research establishment or in the universities, he's eager to tell the world that he has reached. And for the academicians, they try to publish and tell the whole world they have done this. Once you throw it into the public domain, it is no more your intellectual asset. Somebody can take it and makes money out of it. That is the weak culture of intellectual property. How do we change the culture? First of all is to sensitize Nigerians to appreciate that whatever their mental assets is able to come, whatever their mental ability is able to come out with it, they should protect it, because that is the first stage of getting commercial value out of your intellectual assets. So we came with what we call intellectual property and technology transfer offices. With the assistance of all intellectual property organizations, we establish offices in universities and research establishments. So far, we have established 43 across the country. So the idea is, when we establish an office there, we sensitize the community, but more importantly, we provide them with a veritable source of information on existing patents across the globe. No any technology that is patented is not there. So any researcher who wants to undertake a research and he goes through that website and sees opportunities. If you are working on mechatronics, by the time you go there, you will see hundreds of patented technologies on mechatronics. That would open your head to see opportunities, to look at your surrounding and see opportunities. Which of those technologies can be applied to Nigeria? And you make some kind of small modification, now it becomes our own technology. You understand? So you are under no litigation whatsoever. Once you add something, now it becomes Nigerian technology. We can't reinvent the wheel, but we can leverage on what other people have done so that we move our country forward. It has been with us, but unfortunately before, the funding of science and technology was very low. I'm telling you, with the coming of the Federal Ministry of Federal Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Ogbonna, the funding of science and technology shot up. And now you begin to see things happening in the system. So as far as we are concerned, we are glad that we have the backing of the government. And we thought we are doing it alone. Now when the ease of doing business comes into operations also, we are a key parastatal that is also participating. So every one of us now has seen the need for us to use knowledge to develop products and services. We have intelligent Nigerians, competent Nigerians, but we have not been making use of those Nigerians. That is why the Honorable Minister now came with what we call Executive Order 5. Executive Order 5 is the initiative of Dr. Ogbonna. And I'm telling you, this is a revolution if we have to tenaciously halt it. What does it mean to address? We have Nigerian professionals capable, but for a very long time we have not been using them in executing projects. If you see a gigantic project, you see somebody from outside the country. Not because our engineers are incompetent. Give them the opportunity and listen. So that executive order is insisting that where we have competent Nigerians, we give them the jobs than to give the jobs to other people from outside. And where those Nigerian companies don't have all the competencies, they are at liberty to go outside the country, enter into agreement with a very good technical partner to come and assist them in undertaking some of those projects. If a Nigerian company undertakes a project with the assistance of technical partners, say construction of road from point A to point B, they deliver it excellent. By the time the technical partners go, challenge the Nigerian company again, construct from B to C. They construct B to C, might not be as good as A to B. Then we can now bring on professionals, even from outside, to come and criticize the road constructed between B and C. They will identify one or two problems. Once you solve that problem, you construct from C to D. C to D will certainly be far better than A and B to C. So that is how we developed. You understand? We should not be in a hurry, and we don't be under any illusion overnight we develop. We can't reach perfection overnight. But once gradually you are involving Nigerians, and those Nigerians are capable of doing it, and they have done it, and they are encouraged, they will do more. Nigerians excel outside the country, and Nigerians are also itching to come and contribute toward the development of our own country.
This is Digivation Network. Experience the revolution.